Hello and welcome back. I hope that you are doing well. And in today's video, I am proud to bring you a review of this. This is the Spiderman Bluetooth speaker from iHome, or their sub-company called eKids. Now, you can kind of tell how big this phone is, or this speaker is. Here's my Samsung Galaxy S7, just for a little bit of a size comparison. And it being from iHome, there's not a whole lot of information and specifications I can give you on this. But let's start taking you around the speaker. Of course, his eyes are black, but they do actually light up. I'll show you that in just a moment. And it's actually a rounded back. It's not flat like some speakers would be just flat and look ugly. This is actually a nice rounded back of the head speaker. Yes, this little part right here is the speaker. And right in here, if my camera will focus on it, you get the on and off switch right here. In the middle is the LED light, and this is the charging port. And yes, it does come with its own charging cable. Now, right away it's set into demo mode. So like if you happen to be in the store, you just press this little button right here. And I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but there's like this little dot right there. That's the microphone. Yes, you can take a phone call with this. But right here is the button. And as you saw, his eyes lit up. And that's just there to show you that his eyes light up and what they can kind of do. Now, there is no skip track. So there is no skip forward or skip backward. This button right here, I showed you on the front. Now that will only be like play and pause, and that's it. Well, not really. If you press and hold that button for 3 seconds when you first turn this on, that puts the speaker into pairing mode. And also that's how you take a call or end a call, is through the same button. And that's it, really. So you do not get a skip forward or skip backwards function on this at all. Also, there is no form of auxiliary inputs, meaning you can't take a cable, plug it into here, and then plug it into here. You can't do that. It's strictly Bluetooth. Also, there is no micro USB port or even a micro SD card port or anything. So you're going to have to rely on your device for your music, your videos, your audiobooks, or whatever. Okay, so just please keep that in mind. Also, there's no volume control on the speaker itself. Once again, you're controlling the volume on the device that you're connecting the speaker to. All right. Now, you can do, like I said, you can make and accept phone calls on this speaker, and I will be giving you that audio example very shortly. But outside calls will not be good at all. I've tried it. I tried giving you an audio example of that, but it was just too horrible. It sounded like you were talking through a big, huge tube, and it was kind of cutting out. It was trying to compensate for the outside noise, the cars going by, and it was just too horrible, really, for me to give you an example of. Then again, I would not understand why you would want this outside anyway. Something this nice, you would have it more or less on your desk. Okay, so the inside call is pretty nice, and it's exactly what you would expect from, say, like a speakerphone. Like if you were to hit speaker on your telephone or on your smartphone, or if you just happen to have a wireless phone at home, you know, a regular old landline, that's exactly what you expect for that. And it is pretty clear. Now, audio reproduction on this is very, very good indeed. Just doesn't look good, it actually sounds good as well. It's not for you bass heads out there. So if you love your really good deep bass thumping away, this really isn't for you. This is more of a controlled sound. It does have some really good and rich deep bass or low end to it. The mid-ranges definitely cut through the mix, and the high end is very surprisingly controlled. It's not too tinny. It doesn't pierce your ears. So the overall audio on this is very good indeed. Yeah, mustache hair. Sorry about that you had to see that. So I guess that's enough of me yakking. Right now, I'm going to cut to the audio sample of the built-in microphone of the Spiderman Bluetooth speaker so you can hear what it's going to sound, well, what the other person on the other end of the line is going to hear when you talk to them through the speaker. Right about now. This is an audio test of the built-in microphone in the iHome Spiderman Bluetooth speaker. I have the speaker 2 feet away from me as I am speaking. This is how you will sound to the person on the other end of the phone call. I hope this helps. Okay, now that you heard what the built-in microphone sounds like when you're taking and or making a phone call, I'd like to talk a little bit more about this. Now, they don't tell me what version Bluetooth this uses. I did get up to about 32.5 feet, and that was like line of sight. I walked around my house and I got about actually 28, 29 feet before I started hearing any form of interference. So I'm guessing that they use like Bluetooth 4.1 or Bluetooth 4 or something like that in this speaker. Also, this little speaker does get pretty loud, especially if you have a small room like a bedroom or a den. It does get pretty loud. So I'm guessing that this thing is running at 10 watts, or it's outputting 10 watts of power on it. Now the battery life, once again, there's no specs anywhere. I went to the website, I went and looked all through the instructions. There's nothing that tells me how big the battery is on this either. But I was able to get 10, maybe 10.5 hours of playtime out of this after the first initial charging, and the same thing, and I got maybe around 11 hours after the second time I charged this up. And that's with my Samsung Galaxy S7 the volume was up about 70%. To me, that was a little loud for this little booger, or speaker, sorry. But I wanted to, some people may want to have it a little bit louder than normal, so I tested it at around 70%, and I got around anywhere from just say 10 to 11 hours of runtime off of this. So that's actually pretty good for a novelty Bluetooth speaker. So you're probably guessing, hey, give us an audio example of what this sounds like. Well, that's coming up just after one other little fact I'd like to tell you about it. To get the full sound, rounded sound, and bass effect, make sure the face, Spider-Man's face, is facing you. If you were to turn it around to the back like this and have this facing you, the whole audio experience actually changes quite a bit. It's actually a little bit more mid-range and high-end if you're strictly listening to the speaker in the back. I'm going to play a song in just a minute for you, actually a song from the YouTube library. That's all the sound samples I'm going to do so I don't get a copyright strike. I'm going to play those for you, and during one of them I'm going to have the speaker facing the camera, and then I'm going to turn it around so you can kind of hear what the sound difference is from facing you to having the speaker facing you. Okay, so maybe that'll help you out. But regardless, if you are a Spider-Man fan or just a Marvel fan in general, I highly recommend you get this speaker. It's not that expensive. It pumps out pretty good sound for it. Obviously their speaker's better than this, but this does have a really good sound to it. Excellent runtime, and it just looks cool. Alright, enough of me yakking. Let's get you to the audio sample of the part of the video. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Also, please, it really does help me out a lot if you were to share this video and others of my videos on all of your social media. Please leave a comment if you like the video, if you don't like the video. If you just want to say hi, go ahead and do so. Leave a comment down below. And until the next video, you have a great day.